Night of Destruction number 1, race number 2, season number 4.
Wow.
You like that?
I'm just impressed that we're up to 4 years on the low budget.
I love it. I love it. And you know, Tommy, I feel like we've really become more relaxed with it all.
Totally.
Which is going to make the season really
I just wonder when that's going to bite us. Is when we
coming.
get too relaxed.
We all know it's coming at some point. But skid plate racing, we just finished the Enduro, pulled off. I just got a top 10 in that race, 9th place in that one. Skid plate race is coming up. I'm the only one from the low budget team that's going to be in it. Usually you join in those, but you're not there right now.
I'm watching monster trucks.
You're watching monster
San Diego.
You're probably watching what, racing about at this point?
This show started an hour early, so I think I'm probably watching racing right now.
Nice. He's watching racing, but he's not watching skid plate racing like you folks. Skid plate racing, getting ready to go. I'm the only one in it. And Tommy, as we know, the car I'm driving, the good old, I guess you could call her Old Faithful at this point.
Yep.
This car, folks, I've been racing for 3 years, and it has gotten beaten up in every corner that you could beat it up in. The suspension's been taking a beating, but we think we may have figured something out.
Yeah.
The tire size is what may have thrown things off in the last race.
I think it was a stagger combination that a lot of racing people do use to get around the corners, but it doesn't help when you're trying to not throw any stagger. So basically, a stagger situation, what Jeffrey's meaning to say is it only wanted to turn one direction.
Yeah.
That's because the taller tire was on the outside, smaller on the inside. Imagine rolling a paper cup down the sidewalk. It's only going to keep turning.
Yeah, so that's the issue that my car had. We put some new tires on. I tested it out the night before, as you guys saw. I'm feeling good about this car, but I won't really know until I take laps on the track at full speed.
Yeah.
Now, we're getting ready to go. There's 28 skid plate cars in this one, and naturally, I'm going to start as far back as I possibly can.
26 cars, Jeffrey. Yeah.
26?
Yep.
I knocked 2 on the way in.
Hey, you must have took them out on staging.
So,
but yeah, Jeffrey, 26 cars, a good size skid plate car field. Got a lot of work to do if you're starting on the back to get to the front.
Bring it on, man. I got 20 laps to make a mess.
You've done it before. That car looks like a disaster, but handles like a dream.
Here we go, folks. It's skid plate time. The wacky race is back. All right, another race with low gas. So this is a skid plate race. Had a pretty long break, and during the break, I had a big problem happen with the trailer race car and tires. We had a tire that got damaged with the bead, and what that means is the inner rim of the tire got damaged, and that hurt how it was holding air. It was losing air slowly, but we're like, yeah, let's fix it. Well, we had the wrong size tire, so when I had it fixed, they couldn't put the old one back on and the new one didn't work, so I had to go to Pick Your Part. They were great, hooked us up with the tire. Love Pick Your Part. Thank you guys so much for making this happen today. And then I go and I rest the tire down while I'm changing where the tires go, because the one I got was too big to go on the right rear, so now we put it on the left front, blah, blah, blah. I broke the stem on it. Of all things, I broke the stem. Ridiculous. Can I say so far a successful night? The Enduro kind of went how I wanted it to. The stem broke. It's that piece that pokes out of the tire that you put the air in. And since that broke, hallelujah, I'm losing air in the new tire. And the shop's closed and all the stuff's closed, but some guys here at the track who were able to get into the shop fix it. Big thanks goes out to Daniel, also the De Gregorio team with Brenner and all those guys. Brennan. Those guys helped get that done. Shayla and James also jumped on it. Now I got a tire. Low budget attack. I'll be starting in last in the skid plate race. I don't know how many cars are in front of me. Don't really care. Directly after this race, it's time to do a demolition derby. Okay, MF. As if you could have heard it any worse, right?
God, this one's crunched, dude.
Yeah.
The back, all angles, huh?
It's not pretty, but it runs good.
Hey, as long as it runs good.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just gonna go bang it up anyway.
Well, I like passing guys with their pretty cars, and then they're like, ew, what's that?
That's right. Have a good time.
All right, dude, thank you. He really likes kicking doors. It's his favorite. Look how shiny that car is. Lucas Oil TV Racing.TV Racing, low budget TV Racing. So these cars really like momentum coming out of turns, and the way that they set up the turn area, it's really going to affect the exit of these cars. A lot of guys are gonna want to drift up, but you can't. If you drift up, you're gonna wreck. He drove into the back of my car as if it could get any worse. Shit. I will always appreciate when these events move slow. Like, I understand the whole thing where people are like, yeah, but you don't want it to move slow because of people in the stands or whatever. But as a driver who runs all these events, oh, do I appreciate just the nice, slow. My cameras don't like it though. It's a catch-22. I'm gonna do my usual thing, just kind of work my way up. I'm gonna try and follow Michael here, De Gregorio. I was wearing his driver's seat earlier, so big thanks to him. This guy needs to decide what lane he's in. I'm gonna decide for him. Skid Play Racing 2016. Getting ready to go. A lot of this race is just surviving the beginning. My car kind of likes to lean. I didn't see it. So I'm in 5th place right now. I think part of all this race is just me getting back in the groove. Just squeeze through there. I'm up to 4th. So it's all about not having the same thing that happened last time I did this race happen again. Which, if you need a reminder, no, that was actually a while ago. The last race wasn't bad on the carnage scale, it just didn't go very well. That's called cutting the course. I didn't appreciate that very much. If that had popped my tire, I would have been upset. It did not pop my tire. Look, this is the driver's suit I wore. Yeah. See, I want to repay a favor to the 34, but I don't want to have an altercation deal going. When all I have to do, here's second place. The 76 car up here has a flipped plate. You'll see how it's sparking a lot more than everyone else's. To turn you. Oh, you gave me room. Thank you. See? This is a good way to race. This cone's been making laps, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. 6 up to go and slow cars. You just have to kind of respect the slow cars almost more than the fast cars, because the slow cars can and will ruin your day. Fast cars tend to know what they're doing a little bit better. Looks like the scoring was corrected. I'm 1 spot out of a podium finish. Never have I finished on the podium in a skid plate race, but anything can happen to the guys up in front of me at any time, so you always have to go for it. Wow, really? You're gonna spin it like that? Slowing me down here. right, that was all right. I spun it out. Having to avoid bonehead up here. Uh-oh. Dang it! I lost one spot. That was all me too. He hits the thing. That's probably more correct. I don't recall passing either pickup car, so I think there's a slight scoring doodly diddly doodly doo. 6th place ain't bad. Skid plate race is done. 20 laps in, and what do I know? I find myself in 6th.
Hey, and you know what? The car doesn't look any different than it went out with.
Yeah, surprisingly. Yeah. I spun out a few times in this race, which it's a skid plate race. I'm not too surprised in. But Tommy, I think we found something because this car handled a lot better than it did in the last race. Might need a little bit of work still on the front end.
That's easy. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, we probably won't. But you know what? Honestly, it was fun. It was a good race, and it was nice. It was nice being able to work my way up through the field. I kind of surprised myself, I think, in this one, where all of a sudden I realized, oh, I'm up there in the top few.
Yeah.
I really tried to take advantage of the start, knowing that a lot of cars are going to get up to speed, probably spin out in that first turn. So I made a quick move to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, it's just kind of trying not to spin out, trying to really handle everyone that's around me, and racing smart. And it paid off in this one, a 6th place finish.
Not bad. Passing 20 cars.
Yeah, 20 cars was passing.
That's probably more than the leader did. Yeah. No, he probably started in the back. But let's not mention that.
No, let's never mention that.
Screw that guy.
No, but yeah, a great race, and really, that's all I have to report from this one.
I wasn't there to race with you, so I'm watching Monster Truck.
You're watching Monster Truck. Well, folks, next up, it's a solid one. We're beating and banging. It's the first Demolition Derby of Season 4.
Dun, dun, dun.
Come on, Celestia!